The long fight over revisions to Texas public school textbooks claimed plenty of headlines and airspace over the last few weeks.
But obscured by all that controversy was the issue of what happens to old textbooks as their use is phased out. New at 10, KXAN's Jim Swift tells us about something called Negative 300, a textbook case of children leading the way to a sustainable planet.
I discovered an article that said in 300 years, half of the Earth will be uninhabitable due to global warming. And I showed it to the kids on the PowerPoint, and I said, okay, what are we going to do about it?
If each of us picked up 300 pieces of trash, then per class that'd be about 7,500. And then with all 6 of her classes, that'd be 45,000 right there.
This was going to be over their summer vacation because we knew they'd be traveling all over the place. Well, much to my surprise, the first weekend they had met all of their goals, and we hadn't even made it to summer yet.
And that might have been the end of our story if it wasn't for a big honking dumpster out behind the school. The rest of our story begins inside that dumpster.
One of the students knocked on the door from a previous class period and said, Ms. Campbell, they're throwing away books. What are we going to do about it?
We all ended up going and climbing at the dumpster and throwing them all out, and then we ended up putting them in our trailer right over there.
That was our first load, and it was 950 books.
They dumpster dived.
They dumpster dived. Don't put that on the news.
Right.
19.
The kids lobbied administrators to start stacking the used textbooks up for recycling instead of trashing them in the dumpster. And in no time, they had diverted 3,000 books from the local landfill.
We're trying to get other schools to try and do this, and we have a Facebook group, and we're getting together a website to try to raise awareness for it. Because that's going to be our grandchildren that are there 300 years from now, and we want them to have a safe environment and a safe place to live like we did when we were kids. Trash is just what our goal is, because we're not the biggest of places, so we're just trying to start with that. But our goal is to get to those oil companies and all those people up at the top. That way it can save our oceans and everything else around it.
So whether you are a school administrator trashing textbooks or an oil company executive trashing the Gulf of Mexico, be advised, the children of the world are watching you, and they are not impressed. Jim Swift, KXAN, Austin News.